turn back time, 'cause now the guilt is all mine. Can't live without the trust from those you love. I know we can't forget the past. You can't forget love and pride. Because of that, it's killing me inside.
The Alpha Legion, the finest crew of space marines to be found in the segmentum obscurus. These diligent, hard-working individuals represent the absolute pinnacle of humanity, and they embody the righteous strength of the Imperium of Man. With their courage, their cunning, and their raw talent, these brave soldiers do battle against... I can't do this!
Sir, what's wrong?
Oh, come on, Nost! The Alpha Legion, the pinnacle of humanity, they're a bunch of jobbers!
Sir, please, this is for the show. Please just do this one favor for me.
Fine. I'll read this stupid thing. Fucking only doing this because These brave soldiers do battle against the forces of chaos and heresy by turning their greatest weapons against them, and today you will learn more about these heroic champions of the Emperor. This is Ask the Legion.
Hello, and welcome to the very first edition of Ask the Legion. I'm your host, Nostalgia, hospitaller and humble seneschal. And with me is my master and mentor, the fresh... sorcerer? Sir, where'd you...
I, Fresh, have been labeled as a bad legionnaire. When I give my opinion, I beat it into someone's head so hard that some are still in recovery. Some useless, arrogant veterans I personally taught a lesson will never come back. Whenever I go to the battle pub, if they serve me bad mead, I leave without paying my tab. However, even I know disgusting questions when I see them. Disgusting is the one who asks about sororitas orgies, and moreover to Nost. Your questions, neither victim nor society even know that they exist.
Sir?
Therefore,
Sir?
I am the one who will answer you!
Sir, please! That's not how this show works.
Huh?
Well, sir, it wouldn't be fair if we answered other Legionnaires' questions for them.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be you and me.
But, for the most part, it'll be you and me hosting, okay?
Oh, fine. Don't give me that look. Alright, cut the strobes.
Now that everything's settled, on this show, we will answer your questions about the various notable members and goings-on of the Alpha Legion. We hope to shine some light on our once murky history in a manner most entertaining. So, without further ado, our first question. Dear Alpha Legion, which company is best company?
What? Fucking what? You look at this show. This fucking show, where Nos actually gets to become part of our fucked up little Astartes organization, and you ask that? For fuck's sake, this joke's been dead for 2 fucking years! You fucking troglodytes! Besides, third company is...
Why is it?
Please don't be something about companies. Please don't be something about... Oh, okay. Here's a good one. Fresh. Where exactly did you discover the Fanos Fictionomicon, and what compelled you to translate its contents?
Ah, now that is an intelligent question. Well, you see, when I was serving in the Word Bearers in my younger days, I was attached to a host that belonged to Zul'Dar the Red. The host was supposed to destroy a shrine world to the Emperor, and I was attached to a senior sorcerer and his acolytes to corrupt their relics. What we found instead was a book bound in human flesh, and when the senior sorcerer opened the book, his mind was blasted and warped. Thankfully, my mental strength was enough to tame the book, using my former superior's blood and soul as reagents for the spell of binding, and using his acolytes to bear the brunt of the book's fury, of course. When I read the word, I couldn't even understand them. It was like a bastardized version of Low Gothic melded with Undercity Hyver slang. I was intrigued. So, when I returned to Eliphas's host after my proving, I began to translate the tome. The name translated to Fanos Fictionomicon, or in literal terms, fan words of fiction works. And now, here we are.
Now that I think about it, sir, you still haven't told me what fan fiction is.
That Lord, next question!
Okay, moving on then. What do you think of an power spoon? Like a power sword, but instead it's a spoon. Well, what exactly would you use a power spoon for? Does it help you eat tough material? Not much use for an Astartes, I would assume. And wouldn't a giant spoon be somewhat unwieldy? Or is it the size of a normal spoon? I'm not entirely sure what to make of this.
I honestly cannot find a way to make fun of this. It is that stupid.
Now, sir, you know how the saying goes. There are no stupid questions, only stupid... Actually, never mind. That's a terrible thing to say. Alrighty, on to the next question. This one's for Alphabusa himself.
Fine, I'll bring him here.
What?
Greetings, Chapter Master. I must say, it's very nice to meet you. Care to answer a question for us?
Question? Oh, okay, little medicine person. I will answer the question for you.
Excellent. Now, let's see here. Okay, has our noble Chapter Master ever had contact with Helbrecht of the Black Templars? And if so, did it end in a fistfight?
Yes, actually, one time. I think it wasn't long after he had come to blows with that filthy Xenoskeleton robot called Emotic the Stormlord. Helbrecht had just destroyed that Xeno's tomb ship and was really mad that he had managed to escape. When they were finished destroying the ship from the inside out, they got back a majority of their forces through Thunderhawks. But they missed a whole lot of Templars that flew out of the giant damn holes they'd made when ruining the ship. Some Alpha Legion scout ships of ours were nearby and picked up the remains of the ship and found the Forgotten Templars floating around there in space. Just floating around there with arms crossed, looking real bored and stuff, so... Of course, we took them with us. We then contacted Helbrecht's battle barge and told him that we had managed to amass some of his lost Templars, still alive and, well, all that, you know. He then came up to the boxmick and screamed at us like a frustrated banshee in a sex shop, calling us backstabbing, warp-gusting, three-faced fucking heretics. Ooh. After some explaining, he agreed to meet me in person in a nearby subsector. When we met, he just kind of stared at me with a frown so massive that it could bend space and time. Anyway, after he was done staring, he kind of punched me in the face and told me I wasn't a real servant of the Emperor because apparently Carl had hidden the trunk of the Thunderhawk and had gotten out when Helbrecht and I were about to greet each other. Seriously though, unrelated, but I'm starting to wonder if Helbrecht and Carl are actually relatives because their faces and frowns are so goddamn alike they can't even begin to describe it. But yeah, after that he said he's writing up our subsector on his crusade to-do list, and that was basically it.
It probably didn't help matters that I was serving as an honor guard to ward away any demons and or open portals in case we needed to make an escape from a bunch of pissed off Larry-sounding motherfuckers. And I may or may not have called him a bald, sad little man Who's buttered about Rogel Dorn not accepting his dick suckings? Asshole.
Come to think of it, we never gave back those lost Templars.
Okay, bye, Alpha.
Wait, what?
Aw, can't we keep him around a little longer?
No, next question.
Our next question is for... It's for Carl. How about we just skip this one for now and,
Now, Nost. Weren't you the one that said that Legionnaires could answer their own questions?
But he scares me.
He scares us all, dearest.
Hi, Mr. Carl the Deranged, sir. I really hope you don't mind, but I have a question for you, if you'd be so kind as to answer. What led Carl down the path of the butcher? What tool does he prefer?
What led Carl down the path of the butcher? Your people, out on the bare roof, have slit their throat from the blood god. That's how I do it. We need to use my bare hands. And maybe, something pointy. I don't know. Piece of wood. Broken bottle.
Thank you, Mr. Carl the Deranged, sir.
Shit.
Next question. Why in the hell are there so many Slaaneshis in the Alpha Legion? It's not a bad thing, I'm just wondering. Believe it or not, I may have the answer to this one. You see, I was looking through Fresh's library recently when I came across an old book detailing the history of the Alpha Legion. Now, I don't know how accurate the book really is, but it does provide a possible explanation. Back in the 37th millennium, the Alpha Legion's previous chapter master, one Alpha Loden, led an attack on a demon world controlled by the traitor legion the Emperor's Children, who, as you likely know, pledge loyalty to Slaanesh. Unfortunately, the attack was an unmitigated disaster, and almost half of the legion was lost, Alpha Loden himself being among the casualties. Nearly a quarter of the survivors fell sway to Slaaneshi influence, yet somehow the corruption was kept under control, and those affected continued to serve the legion. With the help of other loyalist chapters in the area, they managed to recoup their losses, and the combination of the unprecedented continued loyalty of the Slaaneshis and the recruitment of new legionnaires from the planet Armora 5, who held fairly lax beliefs on accepting others, led to the Legion's adoption of the idea that any and all resources can and should be used to fight against the enemies of mankind, including the weapons and forces of the enemies themselves. Now, why Swedasia has yet to be exterminated still eludes me, but that is a question for another time, perhaps. Next question, then. How fast can Kiwi go while painted red?
Fresh, Kiwi's a Santa.
Guess I'd better go hose him down.
Oh, sir? Before you go, could you teleport Alpha Busa back? The next question is his.
Give him a second, he'll be here. Should I put up with this?
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Wait, why were you on the roof? Oh, never mind. You have another question, Chapter Master. Alpha Busa, can you tell us the tale of when you saved that baby cactus from the vampire war boss?
Oh, boy! Someone actually remembered that? I thought everyone had forgotten that monumental deed of bravery I performed back in the day. Well, it all started when an orc warband led by a war boss threatened the Alpha Legion in our very own subcenter. We first tried to reason with the orcs by throwing bricks at them, because as everyone knows, that is a sign of equanimity in the orc world. But that's when the orc war boss stepped forward dressed up in a silly, flappy, bat-looking costume. He then revealed that he had a small, innocent baby cactus as hostage, and if we didn't bring him a lifetime supply of tomato juice, he'd rip routed spikes one by one. So I decided to and then I took a hold of the stairway, desperately climbing upwards in the most careful manner I could. But But it felt like the stair spirits wanted me dead and buried, making themselves as slippery and steep as possible by accelerating antimatter into the... So I took a hold of the banana and stared at it observantly, noticing signs of black and brown covering it. So I threw it away because that's fucking disgusting, man. And then he lagged down on the floor. And then I gave him a paper towel. I saved the baby cactus, and everyone was happy. The end.
Well, thank you for that riveting tale. Do you need me to show you the way out, Chapter Master?
Oh, okay. No, I think I can find it.
And now for our last question of this rather eventful inaugural episode. When, how, and why did Mako get his augmentation? Mako is that odd Slaanesh fellow, is he not? I don't remember anything about him being augmented.
That one will be answered soon, darling children. But not quite yet.
Sure, being Slaanesh there are probably politics involved. And unfortunately, that's the best answer I have. Well, it looks like that's all the time we have here for today. I would like to thank all of you for your intriguing questions. And if yours didn't happen to be answered in this episode, fear not. We will cover everything in due time. And now, it's time for Kiwi's question of the day. Kiwi?
Is that salt water?
No, shut the fuck up and let me hose you.
Then how is it not freezing?
Thank you for watching, and Emperor bless.